My parents once told me we couldn't afford vacation. I believed them, right up until $9,860 disappeared from my account. Flights, high-end hotels, a luxury escape to Mykonos, all under my name. Then a text from my brother, clearly meant for our mom, popped up. I responded with just 2 words. That reply changed everything. Read this. They were hammering on the door like wild animals. It was 6:04 a.m. when fists and elbows pounded against my front door like a storm demanding entry. Through the peephole, I saw my dad's face, puffed up with fury. My mom's lower lip trembled, not from regret, but from being caught. Behind them stood my brother, head down, tapping away, probably drafting another lie. I didn't open the door. Not yet. I wanted them to stew in the tension. Let them fidget in those designer clothes bought with my stolen savings. Let the silence do the cutting, deeper than any yell ever could. Just 3 weeks earlier, I was a quiet one, the dependable son. I didn't party, didn't travel, barely spent. The kind of person people exploit because they assume he won't notice. So when they said they'd be skipping travel this summer, trying to cut back, I didn't question it. I nodded, carried groceries, paid their overdue bills. Trust doesn't usually shatter in one big crash. It seeps out slowly, silently, until one day you look at people you love and no longer recognize the eyes staring back. It was a Sunday when the alert hit my phone. $9,860 withdrawn from your backup account. First-class flights, 5-star resorts, a private driver. I blinked. Reread it. Then came the accidental text from my brother. He never checks his statements. Don't worry. Sent to me by mistake. Meant for Mom. I stared at the message for 5 whole minutes. No anger. No fear. Just stillness. And in that quiet moment, something old inside me died. I didn't text back right away. Instead, I spent the next hour printing everything. Statements, charges, signatures I never wrote. They had been draining my account for months. Lavish getaways, luxury shopping, spa retreats, all while telling me they were barely staying afloat. Every charge made in my name. By midnight, the plan was complete. Step 1, freeze the account. Step 2, report every charge as fraudulent. The identity theft paperwork was filled out and time-stamped. Step 3, email their travel plan straight to the fraud investigator. Just enough breadcrumbs. They'd come home to a financial minefield. Then I replied to my brother, read this. I didn't sleep. Didn't need to. I watched the security cam footage on my phone. At 4:32 a.m., they walked in from the airport, bags slung over shoulders, faces tense. Probably thought it was a bank error. By 5:47, the panic must have set in, and by 6:04, they were banging at my door. I finally opened it. My dad stormed in first, voice low and laced with venom. What the hell did you do? I met his eyes. I reported identity theft, fraud, standard procedure. You went to the bank? On your own family. My mother's voice broke. No, I said, stepping aside. I protected myself. From thieves. Her eyes widened. You think we're thieves? You used my name, spent my money, lied to my face. What would you call that? She flinched, not because of what I said, but because I said it clearly. My brother finally looked up. You could have just talked to us, he mumbled, like you do with Mom. I lifted my phone, showed him the message. His lips parted. Nothing came out. I went on, calm, precise. The investigation will freeze your credit activity for 6 months. Your passports are flagged. Travel privileges? Suspended. Oh, and that hotel in Mykonos? I gave them your actual credit cards. They're billing you now. My dad lunged. I didn't flinch, just took a step back. You ungrateful little. Ungrateful? I said softly, leaning in. I paid your mortgage for 2 years, covered your debts, Watched you gamble away every ounce of dignity. And still, I believe you love me enough not to steal from me. Silence. For once, they had no prepared lines. I turned to my brother. You were supposed to be the better one. His face crumbled like burnt paper. They tried everything after that. Pleading, pointing fingers, playing the guilt card. My mother even collapsed to her knees, sobbing. But I wasn't that boy anymore. I was the silence that follows betrayal, the click of a lock being changed. I gave them 30 seconds to leave. My father muttered something about fixing this. You won't, I replied. It's already in motion. Lawyers, too. Expect a letter by Thursday. My mother gave one last try. We just needed a break. We didn't think you'd notice. I know, I said. That's what I'll remember most. They left slower than they came, diminished. I didn't watch them go. Instead, I made coffee, sat at the table, reviewed the spreadsheet one last time. Every charge documented, labeled, submitted, precise, surgical. There was no emotion left to spend. I didn't do it out of rage. Rage burns out. I did it because some betrayals don't deserve forgiveness. They deserve to be recorded, etched into account logs, court filings, revoked passports. Because love isn't always gentle. Sometimes love is a scalpel. And justice? Justice is a quiet morning, and a door that finally stays closed. They thought I wouldn't notice. Now, they'll never forget.